Wonderful. She welcomes you all, and I have welcomed each one of you all out here. But a formal welcome and a thank you is in due. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, to do the honor, I would now request to call on the Managing Director of Atman Innovation, Mrs. Ami Trivedi, who would take you forward with this gathering as she welcome and thank each one of you all out here. Woo!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Atman Innovations, I welcome you all here today as we celebrate I Am Krishna, the book authored by Deep Trivedi and published by Atman Innovations. It indeed gives me a great pleasure to announce that our earlier release, I Am the Mind by Deep Trivedi and published by Atman, has been a huge success. And this success wouldn't have been possible for all of you sitting here, that is Prakash Books, the leading chain of stores Crossword, and all other bookstores across the country. The success that book has gained is, even after 1 year, the book stands as the bestseller across the country. And in the latest data received from Crossword this week, suggests that the book is still the most successful bestseller in non-fiction category. And I owe it to you. Thank you very much. And with numerous interesting releases lined up this year and in the future, the support and the cooperation that we have had from you in the past, we look forward to receive the same in the future also. And I'm sure together we as a team will make Krishna, I Am Krishna by Deep Trivedi, a much greater success. Thank you very much, and I hope you all have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for all your kind words as we welcome and thank each one of you all once again from the bottom of our heart. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a process where we give a small token of appreciation and gratitude for turning up and marking this glorious evening with their glorious presence. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call Mrs. Ami Trivedi once again on the stage as we go ahead in felicitating one such dynamic personality here on the stage, Mr. Rajaram Ravul from Prakash Books, India Private Limited. I request Mr. Rajaram Ravul to kindly come on the stage as we felicitate you and thank you from the bottom of our heart for being such a great strength and support to Atman Innovations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now I may request that individual personality, that dynamic personality who has this great renowned voice of India that has echoed in all our ears for several years and popularly known as the voice of Samay from B.R. Chopra's Mahabharat. Ladies and gentlemen, he's an artist, he's an author, he's a writer, he's a corporate filmmaker, a proud winner of President's Medal in the National Film Awards 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, बेशक ऐसे शख्स हैं वो जिनको इंट्रोडक्शन की ज़रूरत नहीं है और ये मैं वाक़ई के साथ कह सकती हूँ कि आप सब लोग यहाँ जो बैठे हैं उनको बखूबी जानते हैं उनके नस नस से पहचानते हैं. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the one who's considered to be one of the most India's recognizable voice, or should I say a writer with a zing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor as I now call on stage none other than Mr. Harish Bhimani ji. Sir, may I please invite you on stage और इनके लिए एक जोरदार तालियां हो जाए, Mr. Harish Bhimani ji. Along with, I would like to call Mrs. Ami Trivedi kindly to come on stage as we felicitate our gentlemen here on the stage with a small token of appreciation. Thank you so much, sir. We are pleased to have you amongst us. Ladies and gentlemen, एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए. Thank you so much, sir. जाहिर सी बात है आज हमारे बीच एक ऐसे हस्ती यहाँ पे मौजूद है और ये बिल्कुल नाइंसाफ़ी होगी अगर मैं आपको नहीं बोलूँगी कि आप कुछ कहे, हमें खुद अपने कानों से सुना है. So I request you, sir, to kindly say some few phrases from the book, I Am Krishna and Make Krishna Ho in your golden epic voice.
Namaskar. Thousands upon thousands of very kind people of this country and the Indian diaspora around the world have praised my tagline, Main Samay Hoon. And they made me believe that there was going to be nothing beyond it. Never did I believe that. And today it's been proven in ample measure that the ultimate is, I am Krishna. And we have Deep Trivedi ji to thank. It is an understatement to say that this is a very interesting, enlightening, elevating book. There are some excerpts we have chosen. Here, Krishna is speaking to himself, and this excerpt brings out some little-known facts or aspects of the immortal Radha-Krishna love. He's talking to himself. He says, it was amazing. Until just a few days ago, I had not even known Radha, and now I could not imagine living without her. Really, how did all this transpire, and so fast? Perhaps the spark was ignited at the very moment our eyes met for the first time. But how did it happen? How did I get smitten by her, despite such a huge difference in our ages? This was the question troubling me day and night. But I was so immersed in Radha's love that I could not even contemplate this issue. My mind just refused to think about anything but Radha. But for how long could this continue? I had to unravel this mystery, why I had become so enchanted by Radha at such a young age. Finally, one night, the mystery unraveled itself. Actually, I think it was because my mind was unblemished. And on that pristine mind, when a woman ever so sweetly etched the words, my Kanhaiya, for the first time, it was but natural, for it had to be flustered. So in short, it was my unblemished mind and my immaturity which were entirely at fault. But then, how can I term this a fault? It was a blessing bestowed upon me, thanks to my untainted mind. For at present, what did I possess other than Radha's love? I had long since forgotten everything else but my love for her. In fact, now she had even begun to groom and dress me up. I too had surrendered myself completely to her. I thoroughly enjoyed whatever she did to me. Radha liked the color yellow. So, as you know, Pitambar. Radha liked the color yellow, so it now became the predominant shade in my attire along with the pink hues. Not only that, Radha had categorically instructed me not to braid my hair. Perhaps, in her view, the braids looked too childish. And as her wish was my command, I made sure that my curly locks were left open and I never braided them again. I must admit that, to some extent, it did give me a mature look. Moreover, Radha had even taught me to tie a waistband and had decided that my flute would be placed there at a rakish angle. But yes, She did not meddle with the peacock feather adornment in my hair. Thus, Radha's Kanhaiya was now ready in his new look. Needless to add, for the rest of my life, my style of dressing revolved around this new look that Radha had fashioned for me. And my life revolved around Radha. And that's why the world, for posterity, was going to utter her name before mine, Radhe Krishna. All those who know so much about Krishna and even more about the Mahabharata, and even the person who narrated the entire Mahabharata, had never known that Devaki ji and Yashoda ji, the two mothers of Krishna, ever met. इस पुस्तक में वो प्रसंग भी है कि जहां ये दो मिलती हैं. एक दिन दोपहर की बात है. फूल फल वगैरह तोड़कर हम लोग, अब ये कृष्ण की किशोरावस्था है, कोई 9-10 साल के हैं. एक दिन दोपहर की बात है, फल वगैरह तोड़कर हम लोग एक पेड़ के नीचे आराम कर रहे थे कि तभी अचानक मेरे लिए नंद बाबा का बुलावा आया. मुझे उनके अचानक बुलावे का कोई कारण समझ में नहीं आ रहा था, लेकिन उनका बुलावा था सो जाना तो था ही. वैसे जाते समय एक बार सोचा भी कि कहीं कोई नई विपत्ति तो नहीं आ गई, लेकिन सब कुछ तो ठीक चल रहा था. चलो चलकर देख लिया जाए और क्या. उधर ज्यों ही मैं पहुंचा तो देखा कक्ष में पिताजी, माँ यशोदा व माँ रोहिणी तो बैठे ही हुए थे, पर मेरे परम आश्चर्य के बीच उनके पास ही वसुदेव जी भी और देवकी जी भी विराजमान थे. वसुदेव जी से तो मैं पहले मिल चुका था, लेकिन माँ से ये मेरी पहली भेंट थी. फिर भी माँ माँ होती है. मुझे पहचानने में देर न लगी. मैंने तत्क्षण दोनों के चरण छुए. उधर तुरंत मुझे चरणों से उठाकर गले लगाते हुए वसुदेव जी ने माँ से मिलवाते हुए पूछा, पहचाना इन्हें? ये तुम्हारी माँ देवकी है. देवकी जी तो मुझे देखते ही पागल हुई जा रही थीं. अधीरता की चरम सीमा तो ये कि उन्होंने मेरा हाथ खींचकर मुझे गले से लगा लिया. माँ के गले से लगकर मैं भी धन्य हो गया.